Welcome to another episode coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on amazon.com. Yes, sir. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. Yep. Oh, man. It's a Monday night, another day in paradise, like some people like to say. And, this is a topic that was brought to my attention from a short time subscriber. And, I think he's been meeting a bunch of women through the years, and seems like, he having some problems. London in the house. Well, goddamn, what time is it in London? Michael P., what time is it in London? London in the house. God damn, man. What time is it? 9:00 on the East Coast. Well, where I'm at. I'm not on the East Coast, but East Coast time. It's 9:00 over here. So what time is it in London? I know I could easily look that up, but I'm not. So it's 1 a.m. So okay, so we're 4 hours ahead? You're 4 hours ahead. That's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. So what you doing up so late? What you doing up so late? That's my next question. You doing up so late? if I had to go to work the next day at especially in the morning, I wouldn't be up right now, Michael. I'd be in my damn bed. I'm just saying. That's just me. If I had to wake up in the morning, like say 7, 8 o'clock, nah, I'm asleep around this time. At 1 a.m., I'm asleep. I'm sorry. Hey, I got to get mine, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Just got back from the gym, bro. I work from home. So, you good to go. That's what I'm talking about, Michael. You good. You good, man. You ain't got nothing. You don't got to go nowhere. Hey, so Michael, what's the being that I heard the restrictions were got let down 2 weeks ago in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong. And so are y'all going back to work, or are y'all gonna continue to work from home, or maybe you don't know? What's the vibe like over there? Yeah, Michael's unstop. How will it not make you happy? Makes no sense. What do you mean it don't make no sense? It makes a lot of sense. I'm about to tell you how it makes a whole lot of sense. I'm about to tell you in a minute why it makes sense. Yeah. So what's the vibe like? Y'all gonna go back in the office, or are people gonna continue to work from home? Lockdown is over. You can work from home depending on your employer. Okay, so it's the same as over here. But but we still going through it over here. Well, over here, it really depends on where you live. That's how they're doing it over here. But if you live in places like Florida, Texas, Arizona, they pretty much doing, they're rebels. Those are the rebel states. like Texas, Arizona, Florida, those are the rebel states. So they pretty much they're doing what they want to do when they feel like it, how they feel like it. But most of the other states still have people still wearing masks and that type of stuff, you know. So that's how it's going over here, man. You know, it's a different game over here compared to the UK, you know. What up, bro? That's L. Nixon, the voice of reason. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. You know. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. You know. Yeah. Yo, smash the like button and share the video. So we got yeah, I think you know, a lot of people, you know, they live their whole lives basically you know, looking for the next new thing. And I've been one of those people. You know, I'm not ashamed to say it. And you know, a lot of times, man, it's about growth. It's about, you know, just maturing as a man, maturing as a human being, man. You know what I'm saying? Real men will fulfill their primal desires and find a woman. I don't know about the real man thing, man, but yeah, I agree with that. I think it's just a man thing. I don't. It's just nature. I don't think it's a real man. I mean, I don't get into that word semantics. Like, what a real man do this, a real woman do this. I mean, just being a man. I don't get into alpha man, alpha dude. It's just being a man. I didn't, you know, when I was growing up, man, I didn't hear a lot of this stuff. So I don't get into word semantics and the titles and all that stuff. When I was growing up, my father told me, "Hey, watch me. This is how men do." He didn't say anything about an alpha dude or omega, and he didn't get into word semantics and none of that. You know, he didn't start talking about female nature and even though it existed, of course, but he didn't get into word semantics. He didn't get into uh, trying to make things sound all you know, intelligent and no. Just watch me. This is what men do, and that's it. That's how my father taught me. That's how my grandfather taught me. And they were older. My parents were much older. They were much older than the average parents in the neighborhood where I live. So, and they lived to be so old. And you have to understand, my parents were born in slavery, Jim Crow, South Carolina. My dad was born 1925. My mom was born 1933. So they from a different time. It wasn't no damn we gonna go up, we gonna date and you know, and get to know each other and eventually get married. No. Well, nobody going to no restaurant like that. women, 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 it was unsafe for a woman to even leave their house in the 30s and 40s. You know, just and think about being in a world where before you get out of your car, when you pull up at your house, before you get out your car, you got to ring the horn or give your wife a signal that you're outside because the door was locked when the man left. And if the woman, if the wrong person came through that door, everyone could die. Those are the times that my parents were born and raised in. So there wasn't no damn dating. We going to the restaurant. We're gonna take a trip, and we're gonna get to know each other, and all the bullshit that you hear today. They weren't doing that back then. It was like this. I saw it. Who's that girl right there? They said, oh, she lived down the street. That's such and such daughter. He's like, oh, I'd like to get to know her. I would like to meet her. Oh, cool. I know somebody that know her. I'll introduce you to her. Her dad, he's a pretty cool guy. I'll set the whole thing up. That's how it was. And you would get introduced to that woman, and eventually you would meet the dad. The dad would sit down with you and say, hey, if you want to be with my daughter, what are your intentions? And if you said the wrong thing, or you didn't say what he wanted to hear, he was like, get the fuck out of here. That's how it was back in the day. It wasn't no damn, hey, I got a headache. I don't feel like it. Well, I ain't feeling him like that. I don't know. You got to beg for sex. What? No, huh? No. What are you cooking today? I can't cook. What? Come on. It wasn't none of that bullshit back in the day. Wasn't nobody, damn near every man and every woman knew their role in the marriage. In this house, everybody had a role in the household. Whether your sister, brother, cousin, everybody knew their role. That's how it was. There wasn't nobody walking around confused about, oh, I don't know nothing about a man. I don't understand these women. She did me wrong. Come on, man. Nobody had no time for. No man was sitting around complaining or talking about what women are saying on the internet or what women are saying on the job. Hell no. There was no time for none of that. There was no time for no talk. It was all about action. It wasn't no. You didn't even have a lot of cowards back then. My dad told me it wasn't if you were going to fight or if you were going to run into somebody, it was when it was going to happen. Eventually, you're going to have to man up. You're going to have to stand up to somebody, some guy. It wasn't like you're going to run and try to avoid all conflict. Hell no. That shit was almost impossible back then. So that's who raised me. That's how it was in that environment, that climate back then when my parents were growing up. And that's who raised me. That's what I saw growing up. I wasn't raised by no weak man or a man that was all caught up in what a woman was saying. Even she's in or she's out. If she's out, look, I'll find somebody else to replace her ass. That's who raised me. That's how it was. And you can go and ask your grandfather that if he's still living. Ask your grandparents how they got together. They're not going to say, hey, we dated for a couple of months and he just proposed. What? No, it wasn't none of that bullshit. No, it wasn't none of that. Today, guys get married to women without even seeing the parents. They don't know shit about the parents. And they'll marry the girl. That shit never happened back then. Unless your parents were dead. Unless the parents were dead, okay, that's hey, you can't help that. But that shit almost never happened unless they ran off. You know, today, people don't even care about the parents. They don't even care where the girl came from. And you wonder why this shit don't work out. You started off wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, and happiness is an inside job. You just have to make a decision to be happy, regardless of where you at. And if you're looking for somebody outside of you to make you happy, it's not gonna happen. All you're gonna do is just keep moving on to the next new thing, next new car, next new clothes. More money, more entertainment, more trips, more women. And a lot of people do that shit. And then they don't feel like they act like it's cool. That shit is not normal. And see, can you afford to do that shit today? And see, that's another thing. Back in the day, the guys that had multiple women could afford to do that shit. See, that's the problem with today. You have average dudes at best. They're above average. They got multiple women, but they can't really afford to do that shit. And if the girl get pregnant, what they do? What most of these guys do? If the girl get pregnant and they can't really afford to have kids anyway. But what they do most of the time? They punk out. They punk out because the girl that they was smashing, they ain't really like her anyway. So they be like, well, I don't know, man. I ain't sure. What do you mean you ain't sure? You fuck without a condom, right? They like, yeah. So it's a chance. You might be the one, bro. But he just wants to rule it out altogether. And that's what a lot of guys do. That's like a common thing today. They don't man up. Now it's okay to have fun, but you got to take responsibility for your action, bro. You can't punk out now. See, back in the day, that shit would never happen. If you had the guys that had more than one woman, they could afford to do that shit. Because they deserve it. The respect was earned. But today, the respect is not earned because you got a lot of women out here just giving the shit away like hotcakes. And you got a lot of irresponsible guys. Most of the time, they don't know what the hell they're doing. They'll say, I'm just having fun. Yeah. But sometimes you might have to pay for that. You might have to pay for your actions. And then they turn around and get mad at the girl because, oh, she put me on child support. Well, damn, you hit it. You knew she was a hood rat. You know she was a ratchet before you laid up with her. Come on, player. I mean, come on, bro. You're supposed to be the leader, right? Or are you one of those guys that you go along and get along? Come on, player. And you wonder why when a lot of women don't respect you. A lot of women don't look up to you. They don't take you serious because you're acting just like a woman. And that's the problem with a lot of guys. They're acting like women and don't even realize it. You just go along and get along. And you just listen to what she says. And then you lie. You lie because you want to get sex. Come on, player. What happened, man? What we doing out here in these streets, man? We're soft today. We're weak. Everybody's talking shit about us in the media. You got the president talking shit about us. You got the vice president talking shit, talking about what they ain't gonna do. Back in the day, they wouldn't be able to get away with that shit. And these politicians are talking shit about us, and they walking around with no security, bro. Everybody don't have security that's in the White House. You know, everybody don't have security that's on the state level or even county level. Everybody don't have Secret Service. You know, and they're walking around, they walk into their car with no security, comfortable, talking shit about us. Come on, man. And you wonder why, hey, we don't get no respect. Yeah, they talk shit about us all the time. Well, yeah, because we're not doing anything about it. You know, we just, you know, we're happy with our jobs, you know, and if it don't work out, we'll just get another job. And if it doesn't work out with the woman we got, we'll just get another woman. And you keep doing that shit until you can't do it no more. And then you old, 60 years old, tired, broken. And you just die. And then your kids, well, you didn't teach them shit. You set them up for failure, basically. You know, and look, I know plenty of guys that set their kids up for failure. I know plenty of guys that done that shit. The kids don't know shit. He didn't teach them shit. But at the same time, he expects them to be able to take care of themselves magically. Come on, man. Come on. This shit don't make no sense, bro. You know? Shit, it just don't work. Nothing happens by accident. Freedom ain't free. There's a price to pay. You know, women are just icing on the cake. That's all. There's nothing really special about any woman, really. You know, respect is earned, not given. I don't give a damn how good you think she is. That ain't how she is. How you see her, that ain't really how she is. You know, she don't even buy into that bullshit you talking about. Because she know she ain't doing what she really need to be doing. She doing a bare minimum. At best, a little above average, just enough because you like it. Makes you feel good, tickles your fantasy, stroke your little ego. But she knows she could be doing better, but she's not doing it because it's not required for her to do it. You don't expect for her to do it. So she ain't who you think she is at the job. As a matter of fact, I wish we could somehow have access to cameras at the job. You could follow your wife or your girlfriend around. Your woman is kissing ass at that job. She's kissing the boss ass. She's kissing the supervisor's ass. She's even kissing the coworker's ass. You know? And she come home to you, she can't do that to you. She can't kiss your ass. You know why? Because she really don't respect you, and she's not really into you like that. And a lot of it has to do with you. A lot of it is really your fault. The majority of the time, it's really the guy's fault because you didn't start. You started off with simping, no foundation. She don't really know her role in the relationship. Heck, she might not even know why you even want to be in a relationship with her. She might not understand why. She might feel like she don't deserve to be in a relationship with somebody like you. But you didn't really take time to find out. You just like, oh, you know, she looked good and the sex is good. That's the extent of most relationships. And when that shit gets old, the relationship is over. It's over. And then you move on to the next woman. You said you was happy with her. How come you didn't stay with her? Well, I ain't happy with her no more. Hey man, you know, this shit plays out like somebody's going through that shit right now as as we speak. Yeah. And that's just how that shit is, man. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna be right back for more often. I can't get with a lot of these people on YouTube. Hey, what they be doing here on this? What do you mean you can't get with them on YouTube? That's funny. I know I have pretty good idea what you're talking about. Life is about sex, bro. Well, for some people it is. Unstoppable force, self-governance, self-awareness, and personal growth. Right? You know, for some guys it is, especially if you a simp or a weak ass dude. Yeah, you know, if you're a weak ass dude, yeah, life would be about sex. But if you're a type of dude that's about some shit, you know, if you building, nah, life can't be about sex. If you're a builder, you know, that shit don't add up there, buddy. You know, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Mississippi in the house. What up? So yeah, you know, I think I put the nail in the coffin on this one, man. You know, I think I put the nail in the coffin. You know, it was straight with no chaser, like a knife. You know. But, you know, life is for the most part, man, life is what you make it. Your social life is what you make it for the most part, man. You know. I know that's kind of a cliche statement, but your social life is really what you make it. Now, sometimes you might have to move, you know, not because of the size of the town. A lot of people like to say, well, I live in a small town. Ain't a lot of people around here. Not a lot of times it's not the size of the town. It's the environment that's so goddamn, you know, corrupt. And, you know, it could be a cesspool. You know, it could be a cesspool where you from. So a lot of times, man, it's just good to move. It's good to get up out of there. You know, it's kind of like Atlanta. Atlanta's a cesspool. You know, Atlanta's a cesspool. It's like there's some things that only happen in Atlanta. It doesn't happen anywhere else. You know, and if you don't know the rules or the how to avoid a lot of the riffraff, you might make too many mistakes and you might get caught up, you know, or and even if you do make some of those mistakes, you might not be able to withstand and you might not be able to afford to make those mistakes, and it might take you some time to you know, kind of rebuild or reestablish yourself and rebound from a lot of those mistakes. So a lot of us, I don't know about you, we can't really afford to make a lot of mistakes because we don't got no safety blanket. You know, a lot of us, we can't pick up the phone and call call our uncle, a rich uncle, or grandpa. You know, grandpa gone for most of us. Grandpa gone for most of us. We can't call grandpa. He gone. our rich uncle, or the one that got the most money, he old, and he's like what, 70s, 80s, maybe 90s. Yeah, he old. He can't afford to be giving you money like that. The money he got, shit, he got to save it for his medical bills. So your old uncle with the dough, he can't really afford to give you money like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's not a lot of room for error. That's what I'm trying to say when it comes to us, because most of us don't got no safety blanket, and that's how that is. Is it fair? No, but that's how that shit is. What's up, Brian? Nice. Yeah, that's usually how that play out, man, for most of us. Now the people that do have safety blankets, well, they'll act a goddamn fool and don't take advantage of certain situations or whatever. But most of us, we don't have that. We don't have that privilege. We got to make the best of our opportunities and make it really count. It sounds a little high. What about now, Brian? What about now, Brian? Is it too high now? Oh, he says high quality. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not really the microphone. It's what I'm using. That's all. Oh, the mic sounds perfect. Yeah, it's not the microphone. It's what I'm using. What I'm running through the microphone. That's all. Chilling, man. You got it. Keep holding it down. Hey, but you can, if anyone wants to call up, man, you can call up 800-315-8203. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm gonna get up off here. Yeah, we up off here. 15. I'm surprised it didn't. That's kind of weird. Huh. It still don't work. Shit's kind of weird. Huh. Let's I call next time, so I gotta knock something. Not something out. You crazy. Yeah, but I'm about to get off here anyway. My internet is starting to be a little janky. Yeah, my internet is starting to get a little janky. So I'm about to get off here, man. So hey, share this episode. Tell me what you think about it below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.